Hey, how's it going? Nat here. Let's see what's making news. Aldi's American chain has landed in a bit of hot water with one of the world's biggest snack companies. Here's Josh with more.
Oh yeah, Mondelez, the company behind snacks like Oreos, Cadbury and Sour Patch Kids, reckons it's seeing double. The American snack company has just filed a federal lawsuit against Aldi in the US, accusing the supermarket chain of making blatant copies of some of its products and allegedly trying to deceive customers. You see, every time we go to the shops, we recognize logos and names, but we also recognize colors, fonts, shapes, and even the way images on packaging are positioned. And Mondelez reckons Aldi is taking advantage of that. For example, they claim Aldi's been copying the look of Oreos by using similar shades of blue and arranging the images of the biscuits in a similar way. The thing with this is you can't generally trademark colors or the position of an image, which is why stores like Aldi can, most of the time, legally sell products that look kind of familiar. But not always. Just last year, a federal court here in Australia ruled Aldi had copied the packaging of the Baby Bellies Puffs snack range, finding that the character design and font on Aldi's own brand version were just too similar. As for the current case, Mondelez is hoping it can snag a court order to stop Aldi from selling the products. For now, Aldi hasn't made an official comment, and only time will tell how the cookie crumbles.
US President Donald Trump has announced travel bans on visitors from 12 countries. The ban, which takes effect on Monday, includes Afghanistan, Myanmar, Chad, the Republic of the Congo, Equatorial Guinea, Eritrea, Haiti, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Sudan, and Yemen, while some other countries will see heightened restrictions on visiting the US. Mr. Trump says he's doing it for national security reasons, but experts say the ban is likely to face some legal challenges in court. Today is World Environment Day, and this year's theme is all about ending plastic pollution. So Aidan checked out some work from scientists in Sydney who have found a pretty interesting solution.
Ever wondered what happens to bottle caps, yogurt tubs, or takeaway containers once you chuck them out? Well, a lot of them are made from a tough plastic called polypropylene, and it sticks around for ages. Humans make more than 70 million tonnes of it every year. Heaps of it ends up where it's not meant to be. But now, Aussie scientists reckon they might have found a weird, natural way to tackle the problem. Fungi. In fact, researchers at Sydney Uni say they found a couple of types of ocean fungus that love snacking on plastic.
The fungi produce enzymes that naturally break down materials like plastics.
After zapping the plastic with UV light and heat, scientists then mix it with the fungus in a liquid solution, and over time, it slowly breaks it down.
We achieved 27% of degradation.
They hope as they keep testing more fungi, the method could scale up to tackle plastic pollution.
Because this is nature's way of doing things.
But they say it's not a magic fix, and the best way to tackle plastic waste is still to make and use less of it.
We will end up with less waste at the end of the process, which is what we really need to focus on.
Now it's time for my favourite part of the show, where we take a look at some animals and wonder whether they're clever or just a bit confused. First up to Sydney's western suburbs, where sulphur-crested cockatoos have been spotted drinking from a bubbler. Researchers have been studying a group of about 1 to 200 birds in the area and have found that twisting the handles to take a sip has become somewhat of a local tradition that they're teaching to one another. And to their knowledge, it's the first time this behaviour has been observed. Now, I think it's time we addressed this. Yes, a very hungry elephant dropped by a grocery shop in Thailand, helping itself to some snacks. 9 bags of sweet rice crackers, a sandwich, and more than $30 worth of bananas. According to a local ranger, the elephant has entered people's houses looking for food before, but this is the first time it's entered a shop. And last but not least, to a sea turtle who's finally heading home. Dilly Dally, yes, that's her name, was first brought to this animal shelter in Florida after being found with some pretty nasty injuries that meant she had to get a flipper amputated.
But after a few months of healing, Dilly was ready to go back into the ocean.
Strapped to her shell is a satellite tag, which will let the shelter track her journey onward. Well, that's all from us today. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.